Um, I feel like there's always more to explore. I find that there's no actual end to exploring. The main thing is to balance things out where you're not tiring yourself with let's say one project only. For me, I have a vision for different projects, but I mean, I have a specific direction of where I'm going, but I like to change formats around, for example, to keep things fresh. So if, let's say, I do a solo piano record, then after that I don't do the second solo piano record, which you sometimes, I mean, it's nice to develop, but at the same time it's nice to get away from it to come back with fresh ideas. So that's how I keep things fresh. When I was around 11, 12 years old, I was really into bebop, which, I mean, I didn't like anything else than bebop. It was like my world. And one day my uncle took me to his friend's place for dinner. And his friend played me music of Jan Garbarek and Keith Jarrett, and a little bit of G.I. Gurdjieff and Thomas de Hartmann's music. And since then, that was like such a big, important experience for me, because I realized that there's improvised music, I mean, still sort of jazz, but at the same time, the musical vocabulary was completely different than bebop. And I heard there is some kind of a folklore influence there. So that led me to discovering my own musical roots. Since then, I guess I've been really diving deep into the folk music and trying to, really become almost like a folk musician, to really understand and be like, so that music is part of my language, rather than I'm an outside composer using this music. No, it's not the other way. It's more like you learn the tradition on a level where you become the tradition. Since I'm an improviser at heart, every single night the idea is to discover something new. So in a way, the audience is discovering whatever we are discovering on stage at the same time. And sometimes different factors like the warmthness of the audience, the room, acoustics of the room, the instruments, everything sometimes leads to, let's say, a great performance, or like a memorable performance, and basically it's also memorable because we discovered there was something unique, something in the air that night, and it's always. Again, we're jazz musicians, so it's always the most joy we have is when we discover new things, or we improvise and we get to a we discover something new. So in that way, the audience is always discovering something new with us.